He's streaming. Has he started?
Sorry, I'm basically back at the
Just a
place.
bunch of useless crap in there.
What whenever you interrogating the
No,
deer?
so I'm still at the office. No, I've just talked to the gazelle. And now
Yeah, the deer. Oh, it's the gazelle.
I can always
whatever
count
it
What's
on
the
you.
it's potato?
So she works for this cat who owns a club, and the cat is also dating a gangster, and the gangster's a bad person, and I'm meant to find out who's sending these letters to the cat, but I'm not allowed to let the gangster know, so that's why she's been so discreet about it. And now I'm going to the police station to go and pick up this ex-partner of mine. I think it's all going well. Don't know. What else have I missed anything else?
No, sorry, I can't see. If I can't see it on the stream, I don't know what you're on about.
He says the whole thing's black. Okay, so yeah, she has blackmail on me too. Some girl named Molly, who is my wife. I have kids, but I don't know where they are. So
Ooh, keep that.
for the plot tickets, I think. I don't know. What else am I missing? Is there anything else I need to do here? We have to check the time by phone. Wilderness.
Maybe in another lifetime, old bird.
I think that's everything. How do I leave? Okay. I'm just gonna go for everything again because I couldn't hear.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much?
Because they
All
hate
those
us
years of
boxers. Okay, now.
solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Detour. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up partner.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night. Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny. What you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
By the way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an umbrella?
Why? Frank says it'll be rain. And see, it's raining. He's a frog, so he must know.
Yeah, well, I'm a rooster, but I hate getting up early.
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that, Sonny?
No, just, you know, the spikes sticking through and all.
Is something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it. Whoa. Don't you freeze, boys? It's cold outside.
Yeah, truth be told, I'll freeze to my bones, Sonny. Even through this jacket, I'm completely soaked.
Really? I don't know why.
Don't listen to him, Royce. And you got nothing better to do? Bugger off.
Okay. Just, sometimes you two truly amaze me.
What? Why are you still sneaking around here, Sonny?
It always astonishes me how blockheaded you two are.
What?
It always astonishes...
Okay. That's the sneak in here. Oh, damn.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police. The Castilia clan thought this would frighten the old hound, but they were so wrong. Retaliation came the next morning. Raids on 4 warehouses, a dozen bad guys dead, and twice as many busted. Nobody messed with old Bloodboil after that, or Chief Marrowbone, as they call him around here. Could have been fixed up ages ago, but it was the chief's explicit demand not to. They can say a lot of things about the old hound, but he's got a sense of drama for sure. Could have. Every time this poster disappears, good old Bloodboil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Can I tear it down?
I'm sure it's Bloodboil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things in his bag for emergencies. I'm sure it's Blood... Did you miss me? No? Same here. We have a tough history, you and me. Maybe it's time to forget about the past, eh? We have a tough Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement. Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. We used one... Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. One of Bloodboil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division. One of Bloodboil... Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog. He's not a bad boy, by the way. He's not a bad...
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
How are the pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without them, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so uneventful. What a coincidence.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
Listen, Bosco, do you need this mess with Mort?
Like hell I do. Well, what can I do when he's almost beat a fucking giraffe to death?
A giraffe? Never mind, it's New Year's Eve. There's a brawl like this in every joint of the city, and you know that. He's just a loser, and also blind. Maybe someone just stuck that broken mug in his hand.
You know that's not what happened.
Of course I know.
All right, I'll let him go. We don't need him yelling in here all night. I'll write the report and throw him out. But he'd better not end up back in here again tonight.
I'll have a talk with him. He's not a... Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years. But that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Poor... Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon. Poor...
Tell me, sonny boy, how's Molly and the little Tiki?
You really know how to hurt a guy.
Is something wrong?
They no longer live with me, Mort. For a few years now. And to be honest, we're not really in touch.
I'm sorry, pal. I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
It's all right, Morty. Let's drop it. Everything all right, Lizard Wizard?
Yeah, it will be. As soon as I'm out of here.
Just sign any bullshit testimony they shove in your face, and you're free to go. Bosco also wants to get through with it, just like you.
Thanks, Sonny. Much obliged.
You owe me another one, old man, and I won't forget it.
You can count on me, sonny boy. I'll help if I can.
Just sign any bull...
Thanks.
You
can count...
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross. And probably toxic. Today is not the day I'm gonna try this. For me, nothing beats the iron-flavored, turbid tap water. I'm not here for this. I just need to grab Marty and get the hell out. Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Soft and ordinary, but also somehow cold and distant. The kind you'd like to invite for a coffee, but you know would say no, no matter who you are or what you do. Soft. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird. Hey, Sonny, is everything all right?
Sure, everything's fine, Mon. I'm just distracted.
That's nice. Life is best if you let the adventures take you with them.
Jeez, Mon. Don't read so many romantic novels.
That was one of yours, actually. From the old Sonny. You used to love saying nice little things like that, remember?
I try not to.
We can't erase the past because we are the past ourselves, am I right?
Stop that right there.
Okay, okay. I'm just joking. Yes, Boss Bird?
Nothing. Carry on. I'll be fine.
Just don't make a mess, okay? Yes, Boss Bird?
Nothing.
Just don't make him...
So what's going on? Because
What's going on?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, so what happened?
So I'm just talking to the people at the police office, right? So, at the police station right now. Let this go.
What do you
Decided
know
not
about
to
the
do that shit.
Tsar Club?
That's it.
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals.
Should I get information?
All the
about
movie
club?
stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
Damn.
Still living in the
Sure.
Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or two, you know?
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird. Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
Asshole across the good. That's it.
Soft and This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. I still remember her kiss. What can I say? It's the experience of a lifetime. Linda. Or maybe Layla. Can't remember. Fortunately, I had the displeasure of meeting her only a couple of times on duty. She bites. Just like the women Marty loves. Marty has a dozen guns, but Susie's one of his favorites. He got her from a fish we rescued from muddy waters together. Those were the days. Marty only uses her in very dark cases, and on those nights she almost always takes a life, or maybe two.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, this again?
No, actually, I'll talk to the guys.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Hey, Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police, Marty, better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny. So, Sonny, you still limping?
The pellets tore my right hip to pieces, so yes. The doctor says I'll limp forever.
Good to hear that.
Fuck off.
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm hug?
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird. Can we go?
Let's get.
Alright, know what time it is, Alvin.
Yup. To start. Pew pew. Oh, that was close. No, why did you do that on the baby?
It hurts because you're on a delay, so you're hurting me. Oh! You're joking me. No, I'm gonna...
No. Relax.
Yo, come on, man.
I'm just saying that.
That's so unfair, man. I was
It's a
winning.
delay.
I was gonna be one of Moose. I can't. I'm leaving. Can't be honest. Stupid game anyway. I didn't like anyway.
Moses. Moose.
Moose.
Bye, Mandy. See you soon.
You've named the poster girl. You a bit lonely these days?
You're one to talk. I've heard you muttering to her.
What, me? To a poster? Don't be silly.
You know, the broad in the picture really was a cop.
Was.
Oh,
Why?
he got
What
caught
happened to her?
She
lacking.
shot herself while cleaning her gun.
What a
Bro!
waste.
You thirsty as fuck.
Oh, God.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit
Except
our
for
old haunt.
guns,
What do you
of course.
think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hop dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
When you left,
When Blood Boil kicked me out, you mean?
yeah. So that affected even her.
Why? Because she can do her job in peace, finally?
You know that's not what I mean.
Yeah, I guess. An angel in the form of a fragile little bird.
Yep, that's her.
An angel.
Yep.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am. Oof, I gotta say, good old Bosco looks like shit.
Yeah, like a beaten dog.
Well, you, on the other hand, you just got older. Way older.
Shut the clock up, Marty. Maybe he's worth asking a thing or two.
Yeah, that flea bag can be useful.
Maybe he's worth asking.
Yeah. I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you? Are you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops, after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
I see Blood Boil's here. We're in deep guano for sure, Marty.
Isn't it your lucky day, huh? Are you thinking about some stupid shit again?
We? Excuse me, sir, but what do you mean?
Great wilderness. Just keep a low profile, will ya? It's New Year's Eve. We have enough dangerous lunatics running around already.
Don't worry, Chowhound. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, of course you do. That's what I'm afraid of.
Hey, listen, Bosco. I wanted to ask you this for so long. Can I pet you? Just a little?
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
Whoa, hey, easy. I'm just kidding.
Guys, I'm really gonna miss this when I retire.
Hey, listen, boss.
One.
Whoa.
Guys, what have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, 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 you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
Have I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
121. 120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time. Hey, listen, boss.
What? Guys, we can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
I've not really said goodbye to her.
Hey, Monica. Remember that invitation from the other day?
What's up?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, Marty. I'd love to, but I've got a lot of work to do. You know how it is. Please tell your sweetheart that I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. No problem.
We'll meet at the annual party anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell Laura.
I have a strange feeling that we'll meet again tonight.
Strange. I have that feeling too.
That's weird. I was just thinking the same thing.
I have a strange...
That's weird.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually. Honestly, I have a really bad feeling about this. Honestly...
Oh, you have a question? No, I don't. Okay.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Damn. So savage. Alright. That's everything here.
Maybe next time. I'm not in the mood to meet any of my ex-colleagues.
My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. No, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
Have you started on your great novel yet?
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave everything to you, so cluck that.
Huh. Pity. I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn it first, Marty. I can't even remember the I'm gonna clean. You know, this city's outgrown us.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens, and the smell of cordite.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of something wrong, of something bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit. It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Ah, gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Leave it, will ya?
Sure. Boo-hoo.
Why are you staring at me like that?
I was just thinking about... what the hell are we looking for, anyway?
Jeez, old bird. You want to look around, remember?
No, I mean figuratively.
Oh, well then it's a good question. Hanged if I know.
Thanks for your help, partner. It's a pleasure to work with you again.
Don't mention it, boss. When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say. So, am I staring quietly enough?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole. Why are you staring?
I would... No,
don't mention.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's
Away
Eve,
from it.
okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure. So the Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so.
Back on the mic. What did I miss?
Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul. And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
You have what we came for?
I just want to look around a little. I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, Sonny. Then grab your map and let's hit the road. The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
Those guys were something, huh?
Nowadays, I don't know what they were, or what I believed they were.
Say, Boss Bird, did you read poetry now?
No. Why?
Because you're going nuts.
Well, thanks.
Those guys
nowadays, no. It's like it wasn't even us.
You're not becoming sentimental, are you?
No, I mean, we were suckers for sure, but looking back now, I feel at least we knew what we wanted.
I still know what I want.
And what do you want, Marty?
A lovely wedding and a long honeymoon. Laura deserves it. And I also want Blood Boil's job.
A rooster's never gonna be police chief, Marty. Not at this time. Not in this place.
Thanks for putting me in my place all the time. I hope you don't call me again for another 5 years. Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. She was the one, right? I mean, the one. So?
Marty, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear a single word. Are we clear?
Jeez, calm down, Boss Bird. She was the...
Marty.
I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Got it. You weren't an orphan, were you? That would explain a lot, you know? You've never talked about your family.
No, I wasn't an orphan. My parents are dead, but most of my family still lives somewhere in Averia.
Then what the hell still keeps you in Clawville? There's nothing remotely good here, especially nothing as good as a family.
I had my own family, Marty. Not anymore. And Clawville is my home, like it or not. Because that's what I deserve.
Ooh, okay, I get it. You weren't an orphan. Who was that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. I know. He's the guy who smuggled cocaine in his prosthetic leg, isn't he?
One more word about Mr. Davis, Marty, and I'm gonna wring that ham-sized neck of yours.
You don't have to cock-a-doodle immediately, you know. I'm just clucking with you, okay? I know. When was the last time?
Right.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Maybe he can't understand what we're saying.
Or he just doesn't want to talk to us. Which I can understand, considering how most of the animals treat these poor bastards.
Indifference is almost as harmful, Sonny.
You think I'm indifferent about the insect issue?
I didn't say that, boss.
I'm not indifferent. I just think we've simply gone too far to even make it right.
It's never too late to change, Sonny.
I hope you're right.
Ah, is that the Kite and Blues?
I think so. It has a unique sound to it, that's for sure.
I'd like to visit the Hive again, when things lighten up a little.
Yeah, and when they welcome cops again.
Yeah, right. Ah, is that...
Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Or he doesn't want to.
That's also very likely.
Ah, poor Bug Eyes.
At least he's playing music. I mean, he's doing something. Most of the destitute take up drinking or drugs. Or worse.
You know about the light.
You mean the light the insects believe in?
Yeah, their afterlife. If they want to go into the light, they set themselves on fire.
Yeah, I've heard that. Maybe it's not a bad way to go.
That depends on your point of view. Poor
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the hop dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable. Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right. That sign gives me the creeps.
I'm not surprised.
That sign...
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Zip is a tricky little son of a bitch. He always has been. But seeing this, I didn't know him to be like this.
Me neither, Marty. But maybe this neighborhood changed him. Or the city.
Yeah, maybe.
This makes the bile rise in my waddle.
Yeah, me too.
This makes the bile...
How do I enter this?
There you go, that's how you enter.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Boy.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Oh, they have tunes?
Yeah, bro. Oh. Complicated. Oh. Oh, it just converts back. What?
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking. And
You're already one, Marty. For me.
ah, thanks, boss.
Kids these days and their crazy music. What would old M.B. Davis say to this garbage? Kids these... The highlight of my day.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
let's
can
look at the menu.
smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy
what's the
trash
special
panda and
today?
tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
They have
As
soup.
always.
Good soup.
Good. No vegan stuff. No,
You
sorry.
still don't eat meat, old man?
What?
I'm a rooster, a chicken.
Oh,
Why
not
the
vegan.
hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean
Isn't it?
real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
I'd rather have somebody pull my beak off.
Ah, you used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird. Ooh, maybe a...
I wouldn't eat here if my life depended on it. I wouldn't... What insight? Wise... Well, that's a good question, pal. You know what? I was thinking the same thing. You know what?
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner. What's that smell?
You know, I don't want to know.
Zip once had Marty do the dishes because he tried to take off without paying. That was one of the best days of my life.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
You think he might know something about the case?
He knows almost everybody in this city. At least he used to once. Let's see if he still does. When I first arrested him, he was barely 14 years old. I was a rookie cop. Who would have thought we'd end up like this? When I first arrested him, he was barely 14...
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor. Like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in. When I first arrested...
That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Tsar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay, okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
You sure talk a lot.
And maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Aw, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me. What's this no insects allowed shit? You're not like that.
What do you think? If I let one in, all of them will follow. And then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
What clientele? There's no one here.
That's it. Would you take even that away from me?
What's this no in...
What do you think?
Zip once had... Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That Ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
Ha!
So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, eh?
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Damn. Right in the feels, guys. Right in the feels.
When I first arrested him, he was barely...
Is that everything?
Is that the cut?
I think...
Poor...
Time to head to the club then.
I was at the club. First night. You have a throwback.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Oh, it's that. Oh, you're my guy. That's my guy.
Who you got?
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul
the rabbit.
here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird. Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste.
Is Lucas
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal. Let's not bother him again.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Is Lucas really Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
We got nothing to say.
Let's not.
Nothing to say.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Tonight, maybe we'll be on the front page once again.
Oh, God forbid.
Tonight? Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Epur si muove.
Oh, bless you.
It means, and yet it moves, bird brain. An old wolf named Galileo said that.
Oh, I see. And what did he mean by that?
Dunno. I think there was something wrong with his stomach.
Ouch.
Epur si muove.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
What a beautiful car.
A work of art.
Seeing it and thinking about my little rusty Cobbett breaks my heart.
Ah, don't torture yourself, Sonny. Only way we're ever gonna drive one of them is if we sign up for the mob.
Maybe it would be worth it.
I think we'd be great gangsters in another life.
Beautiful car indeed. Not much else to say.
Yep, as you say, boss. One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Cluck off, Sonny.
The Tsar Club. I'm not gonna forget this buzzing red neon light anytime soon.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Jeez, look at that.
That's not a guy. Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal. Look, I really don't want any trouble.
Sorry, I missed something.
It's even more inconvenient for me, sir, but
Just try to get to the
this
club.
place doesn't like coppers who give this line.
Oh,
I can't let
it was
just
the one that
anybody in,
was
and there are some I'm strictly
was that
forbidden
about
to.
when I first met you.
Please,
You have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more. And I must admit, it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Jeez, look at that. Is Lucas really...
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Let's not bother.
Is Lucas really...
Look, I really don't want any...
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamonde, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What? Oh,
nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Yeah, Hunger can bring out the monster in animals, right?
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how civilized they seem.
As you say, Marty.
Remember that other case with the turtle and the rabbit fella?
Oh gosh, Marty, where do you dig these out?
My mind is a bottomless pit, my friend. Was the rabbit a runner? And the turtle was his buddy, or?
His dealer, actually.
Ah, yeah, you're right. We found the rabbit near the river with a missing leg. Brutal stuff.
2 missing legs, actually, but yeah.
What happened with the turtle in the end? It's a little bit blurry.
Your bottomless pit of a mind is a dark and sad little place. The turtle thought he would run faster if he ate the legs of the rabbit.
You know what? This city's seriously fucked up.
It is, Marty. So, where the hell is Natasha?
Well, let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What if... this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
This is the life, huh?
God, there's more. Oh, it's a bird.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me, like, hard. Now, I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. Just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl. Creepy little squirrel girl.
I'll just leave it.
Hey, there's Philmar.
Who? Oh, yes, Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
The old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Just like looking into the mirror. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Philmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Philmar Lowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
The old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Just like looking into the mirror. Just one more thing, Philmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
No, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
Welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
Take care. 2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah, well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections. Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Anything else, sirs?
No thanks, Mr. Ed. Keep up the good work. Tell me, Hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir, but she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
What is it, butt jam?
Nothing, old fart.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Hey, Marty, I bet you wouldn't dare to go up to him and ask if he hasn't seen your fur coat.
What? Why? I'm mad, yeah, but not suicidal.
Ah, are you chicken or what?
Piss off, old bird.
Nah, chicken shit.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details. Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
The memory.
Don't be shy, detective. Ask me anything.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Let's see. Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yep, that's him. The big rat in the flesh.
Well, it looks like this unpleasant conversation can't be avoided. Just try to act normal. Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, play that straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, Detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, Detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Look, Detective, if you want to...
Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, Detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet. How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate? You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now. You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler, though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But, I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush. Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps?
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah.
Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it. The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Oh, come on. What are we saying?
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Nothing yet.
Pleasure to
That's
meet you,
the
gentlemen.
problem.
Goodbye.
I don't understand.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start
Dance
soon.
about- all I know, basically, we got into the club, questioned the mob boss about stuff, and now the cat's performing. Oh my god, Alvin, it's your cat! Oh, no worries.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with the
Sonny. Sonny.
Clone will still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Don't even have to say it.